I'm accessorizing. I learned it from watching you loot everything that wasn't welded in place.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
His loss. I heard Auntie's in the market for a big, dumb, winsome bodyguard. He'd be paid handsomely in spratwurst and backhanded compliments.
Your friend is wise. I constructed the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not be arriving. I recommend you lay down your weapons.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil, touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap. Though ironically, it appears Virgil has been caught as well.
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without reason is treasonous.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow that.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
For the same reason that a sprat would not answer a Canid's invitation to dinner.
Not quite how I would put it. We simply do not answer to the consul. I viewed answering his summons as contradictory with my present duties, and chose to ignore them.
If you had nothing to hide, you would have answered his summons. Now, I'm here to make certain you can avoid them no longer.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the consul's summons. Commander, one can't just be recruited as an arbiter. You're designated from birth as one, and raised accordingly.
Ah, I see. That was an attempted scheme of some sort. I'm afraid I cannot allow your attempted subterfuge. We must do battle.
So much for your plan. Violence it is. Sentinel, I accuse you of impersonating a senior arbiter and threatening to unlawfully incarcerate another. I find you guilty on all counts. Prepare for absolution.
I had dearly hoped your refusal to meet the consul was not rooted in traitorism. But it seems I was wrong. If you expect I should roll over and die, you'll be sorely mistaken.
Let us search the body. Perhaps we might find more information on why he was sent here.
Resolving this situation directly was the proper move. I shudder to imagine what that sentinel may have wrought unchecked. Did you find anything upon his body?
We did. It seems he was looking into the Supreme Arbiter's death. He sought to follow a lead on one Oculus collating post after confronting us here.
What? That can't be. Why would the consul look into his own crime? He must be seeking a patsy. Or this is a convoluted attempt to lure us into a trap.
The consul expected us to kill his agent, loot the body, and thus prepared a trap for us elsewhere? Convoluted is certainly the operative word. We must investigate. Yes, but never for long, and it's been many years. I also have no recollection of any hidden room, so we may have some hunting to do. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend. I shall make certain no other puppets of the console yet seek us. On your way.
Those fools! Protectorate subjects should know better than to attack a Protectorate arbiter. I had no choice but to judge them as traitors to the Protectorate. Why would they simply open fire? Why wouldn't they attempt to conversate? Once they saw myself, they should have disengaged, owing to my presence on official Arbiter business. Their sloppiness resulted in their deaths. The fault lies purely with them. I shall continue to answer slights of this nature through violence, but hopefully I shall not need to do this more than a few times.
Trying real hard not to be insubordinate-like, Commander. But this Azza, she ain't right in the head. We got enough to worry about as it is, and adding this much chaos to our little crew can't end well. You sure we ought to be helping her? I'll try to keep an open mind, Commander. But if she comes at me with a knife, I ain't gonna be the one left bleeding. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
Hey, Commander. Can we talk? Promise it'll be quick. I wanted to thank you for hearing me out after everything that happened with DeVries. It meant a lot getting some of those feelings off my chest. I wish she hadn't gone down the path she did. But hopefully we can avoid making the same mistakes. Be a better type of agent. You've convinced me it's possible. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back to the mission now. Not sure I go that far, but I'm definitely ready to leave the past in the past. For good this time.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. But in places, these security measures should not be operational. And the station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully. Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops. lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here. My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor. Activating that terminal sealed the room. We can search for the password to proceed, or, I suspect, triggering the defenses will do the same. Your decision, Commander. Commander.
Raring to go.
Get me go-getting again.
I would not refuse assistance.
Resuming
Which is most embarrassing.
Back in business.
I shall not stay your execution. Lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room. The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place. I shall produce the first flurry! The hurt you!
Someone call for a medic. Let's get you healed. Out of sight and on the way.
Ready to dispense judgment! My capacity at range is somewhat limited.
Status currently prospering.
Be wary for anything that may be a clue as to the hidden room's location. I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and well hidden. There. I'm certain of movement below. Gird yourself with determination, for it seems I was correct about another body being here.
Passcode is limber. No. Let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it. Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause... whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him. That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds. Yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible. I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I don't have a choice. Do you think I like having these holes in my memory? There's nothing I can do to answer you. He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a janitorial automech in an attempt to make it spew profanity.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, you may be right. Whoever hired him must not have known about his addled mind. They were moving quickly, desperately.
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able to remember doesn't make me any worse as an agent. It doesn't.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here. That doesn't mean anything. An arbiter cannot trespass. And even if I could, I still act with the Protectorate's best interests in mind. Not out of some base self-interest. Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has clearly defected, and is thus not afforded such a luxury. No, I will not compromise myself to let criminals and traitors lay waste to my beloved Protectorate. Luther Okada, prepare for absolution!
If I must die, I will die fighting on my feet.
Just got my maps out of hospital.
Passcode is limber. Now, let's try amulet. No, wingtip. Now, sovereign's. Oh, wait. Oh no.
Stay whatever fool words for these crimes.
Because I work for Sub Rosa?
I knew this man when I was still a cadet. Okada is...
Often enough to know the technicians by...
This, despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure That's a why.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds. Yet I remain. He and the other one must have.
Ne'er-do-well.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
As much as
I didn't used to be like this.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you.
I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I don't have a choice. Do you think I like having these holes in my memory? There's nothing I can do to answer you.
I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. No, I will not compromise myself to let criminal... Luther Okada, prepare for absolution!
If I must die...
Got my lance out of hospice.
That's at an end, it would seem. Let us see what remains on the terminal he was so interested in. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years. Our work at the refugee camp did not slake your investigative hunger? I doubt you'll be able to surmise it exactly, but come even close, and I shall be impressed. For myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgil especially, if judgment is the Arbiter's gavel, what is the Arbiter's scalpel? Not quite, I'm afraid. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that. I warned you when we initially agreed to travel together that I would need to follow my principles in certain circumstances. I hope you understand my doing so. I can't promise I'll be able to grant that, but I shall attempt to keep it in mind. Let us return to the matter at hand. From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have met with the consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. It absolutely does not. I think you just have alternative luck. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. I wish I could take more solace in Okada's death. Alas. Wrong? As an arbiter, nothing I do is wrong, so long as it upholds the Protectorate way of life. And killing a traitor most certainly does. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the incognito and plan out our next steps.
Passcode is limber. Now, let's try. Wait,
Stay with for these.
because I work for
Okada is
often enough.
this, despite his faults. The Okada that's a.
An arbiter used the word execute in the. I was sent here to do a specific job. I don't have a choice. Do you think I like having these whole? He and the other one must.
Ne'er do.
I got 18 months of hard lift.
As much as
I didn't used to be like.
any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here. It is no mere technicality. It is law. Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has... Very well. Luther Okada, prepare for absolution!
If I must die.
Trouble ahead.
Let us see what remains on the terminal he was so interested in. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal. An arbiter's gavel is judgment. From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme... To what end? And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. It Well, at least we found what we... I wish I could take more solace in Okada's death. Alas. Worry? My only worry is that still other vermin plague Arcadia and the Protectorate, bent on tearing it apart from without or within. Altogether, I think visiting this state, and circumstances aside, I appreciate...
So, Arbiter Rao. I can sympathize with his plight to some extent, but why do we have to be the ones to help him? Hasn't he got any other Protectorate hullheads to... Maybe I ought to spell this out? I'm his enemy, Commander, and he's mine. Letting him aboard is putting both of us in a bad spot. Yeah, but do the rest of us deserve to be put at risk? I ain't just saying this to be contrary, Commander. If he actually agrees to keep the peace, then fine, but I still gotta maintain due diligence. You should too. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared. No. The Sentinel worked on the Consul's behalf. I do note that the agent was an odd wrinkle, but that still does not fly in the face of what I believe. Potentially. In the past, the locale was shared equally between us Arbiters and the Consul's Sentinels. However, considering the traitors crawling throughout the rest of Arcadia, I fear what duplicity the Consul may have wrought at Central Control. Excellent. I look forward to it.
worthy substitute. More profitable program than the ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's choice departments.
Never thought I'd be able to see the Undisputed Claim in all her glory. Visiting was invite only for us troopers, and even then, you had to pay a month's salary to secure entry. Would have been worth every bit, though.
10% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is...
Hey, you, soldier with the, arm. Got a delivery for you. Got a delivery for an Inez Silong? That you? I mean, I'm sure it's you, considering there aren't many of you folk running about. But I've got to ask, company policy.
Yeah, it's me all right. Who is asking, exactly?
Hey, just a courier friend. Nothing funny like. A soldier named Ortiz hired me to find you, if I could, and deliver this message.
Demoted from his unnamed and clearly unimportant position within experimental operations. Welcome to your new role as Site Sanitation Manager.
Our policy is to never accept a job without full payment and insurance fees up front. As a reminder, we don't offer return to sender service unless you pay double plus expediting charges. Until next time.
Ugh, ain't heard from Ortiz in months. When we get back to the ship, let's give this a watch.
Until next time.
And I wouldn't give for a big bowl of purple berry crunch right now. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Until next time. Until next time.
making us money, friend.
As a writer, you may envisage estimable profits, beneficent scheduling, and the best healthcare your bits can buy. Plus, as part of Auntie's family, your purchases drive our perpetual...
Whoa, this looks better than I ever dreamed of. Reckon you can buy, sell, and eyeball just about any commodity worth having.
To reception in the head office tower for details on this exciting opportunity. remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is...
You, my friend, are VP material.
You there? Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food, and I've got just the sort of grub you've been missing. You feeling famished, peckish, hoggish, malnourished, audacious, voracious, rapacious, avaricious, predacious, or even just plain hungry? I've got you covered. Ruined it for now.
To bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing...
You there? Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food, and I've got just the sort of grub you've been missing.
Respecting your right to risk a few pesticide
You there? Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food, and I've got just the sort of grub you've been missing.
Suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all...
Feeling queasy? Seeing spots? Bleeding from orifices either natural or unnatural? If you have a malady, we have the remedy.
Yeah, you dropped something. Word to the wise. Mind your personal effects, intellectual assets, and major organs at all times. Plenty of opportunists here, eager to take you for all you're worth. You're lucky I found this, thing you dropped. Get me?
As they tried with us at Cow City. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No!
Any, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that moon man's grinning face, I want to click and twang. Auntie's Choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover left! Right back at you.
I'm Auntie Cleo, and
Afraid I'm not being paid to talk to you at present.
Unrelated bric-a-brac. We got your unrelated bric-a-brac right here.
Chewing is for chumps and injecting is for idiots. Come ingest your nourishment, the debonair.
the report drinking it. How much money your toil is netting us. It's time for forecast time. Starting with product development. The board butter of our entire operation. Thanks to our marketing wizards selling the sizzle of incremental product improvements, sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 11% quarter over quarter. Not too shabby, but that's small change compared to
Beat it, will ya?
operations where top lab coats are doing pioneering confidence.
Our business is concluded. Adieu.
Whatever they're working on, don't worry about it. All I know is their department alone is responsible for a 28% increase in our entire operational budget for the next fiscal semi-decade.
Step right up for the most exorbitant medical care money can buy.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
Item. Business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified.
Ever miss a limited time offer and wonder about how your life would have been?
Straight in my quarterly.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
Won't be any malfeasance if you don't look for it. Next is assertive arbitration. Quite the bit pit. Down 14% in net gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation's output is down 18%. I'm not paying professional hunters to run a petting zoo. Acquire and exploit the local fauna like it's your life's work. I get it. Between the rifts, aggressive rivals, and the actions of maverick freelancers, there's a lot of volatility out there right now.
Purpleberry product samples! Purpleberry product samples!
But I'll have no truck with the ambition to...
Complimentary Purpleberry comestibles! Compliments of Auntie's Choice!
And I promise we will all thrive.
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
To shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of goods for every budget, from the most extreme...
Try one of Auntie's Choice tobacco-laden products, and you'll say it's addicting.
We're literally giving them away!
Taste and meal you can imagine, plus a few more that you can't imagine.
Sample one of our popular Morse products. They're completely edible, despite any and all appearances to the contrary.
Thanks for working hard so I don't have to.
People say Auntie's Choice and Sub Rosa are no different. Talk about naivete. Each has got its own distinct brand of con.
If you're with us, I'll assume you're not against us. Hey, go-getter, get yourself over here.
Look, I'll be direct. We've had our eye on you for some time. Practically a minute, all told. And I can tell you're the very thing we're looking for. You possess the sort of rugged, nonconformist, individualist nature that our listeners identify with. Or believe they do, anyway. From the meekest flunky to the most milquetoast myrmidon, why, friend, you're everything they want to be.
Wait 20 years to bring a new product to market. Enhancing people's lives.
Then you're not interested in yourself, because I'd be selling you. We're working on a brand new set of advertisements and need your exact kind of distinct perspective.
Side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is...
Of course it pays. Not amazingly, sure, but it's a rare chance to make something true and real that speaks to people and that possesses a certain cachet, right? Listen, you've got the stuff that can't be faked. Our listeners are sophisticated. They can see right through anything less than 110% genuine. Step inside. I'll introduce you to our main creative type, Mitt Tarkenton. Why, the things he does with words you wouldn't believe. He'll tell you how we do things, how we sell product. Then you provide your expertise, lend your maverick perspective to help him come up with how. All it requires is you be yourself, unabashedly. Then get paid for it. Head into our recording facility when you're ready. Mitt will be in one of the studios. I'll be right along.
Like the game, whenever I see that moon man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! Darling! We won!
Here for a recording session? And I'm back. Sorry, in the midst of composing my latest product-oriented dramatization. Talk later.
No autographs, I'm afraid. Not outside of special appearances. Normally I would, but my agent would space me.
Go on. Head on back to the studio. Mitt will be waiting.
That's small change compared to experimental operations, where top lab coats are doing pioneering, confidential work in whatever they're working on. All I know
Yes, may I help you somehow? Likely by reminding you that this is not the entrance for unwashed service plebes. Please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize. Oh, really? You think that you belong in our lounge, dressed like that? 3 sisty pigs in a trench coat would have a better shot at getting in than you do right now. The owner tasked me with maintaining the posh allure of the best choice, and you are hardly the kind of inestimable personage that would be proper to admit. A significant contribution to my post-Boniface retirement fund.
This concierge is attempting to extort you, Commander. Providing the requested payment is not advised at this time.
Sure you will, peasant. Though you won't have any better luck next time.
See that vent? Give you one guess where it leads to.
And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even—
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and upper GI tract. Welcome to the bottom runger, exclusive home of the Raptidon bite.
blood sounds like red ink to Auntie.
That's what everyone, and I do mean everyone, wants to know. No, friend. I finally caught N-rays in a bottle with this one. Not sharing the secret of our success with anyone. However, you are welcome to sample a few and attempt to discern the ingredients for yourself. May your day be profitable at the expense.
Have our team's 32 backs benched. They forfeit by middle.
Need anything? Why, it's only the most popular drink in Arcadia, and you can only get it here at the bottom runger. Don't ask what's in it, even till next week.
Enjoy the simple pleasure of watching athletes bludgeon each other. Such a relatable interest. See, subordinates, I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the Platinum Executive Skybox above the line of scrummage.
I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy at the moment. There are a half-dozen sinks left to clean this shift, as well as one thoroughly formidable latrine, and I... Wait. How terribly rude of me! It's you! You're the one who talked me down from my horrible course at the N-ray range on Golden Ridge. Improving myself, my friend. I have a new lease on my existence, and it's all thanks to you. You see, I meditated on your words, and on the events that led me to strapping myself to an explosive threatening to kill us both. Something had to change. I realized that the tremendous question, that of controlling the universe's uncertainty, was too tremendous to pursue. So I sought an environment I could control. Keeping these bathrooms clean is a vast understatement. This is a constant battle against the forces of entropy and the ship's inept cafeterial staff. Where my prior position faced constant, impossible questions, now I can ponder the tangible. I've already begun a dissertation. Efficient clog removal in modern ship plumbing. Anyhow, I mean not to ramble. Once again, consider me in your debt, eternally. If you ever require a sanitation engineer, I shall come running, mop in hand.
If you don't look for it. Next is assertive arbitration. Quite the bit pit. Down 14% in net gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every... Not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation's output is down 18%. I'm not paying professional hunters to run a petting zoo. Acquire and exploit the local fauna like it's your life's work. I get it. Between the rifts, aggressive rivals, and the actions of maverick freaks.
I'm liking the enthusiasm you're bringing to the table.
Plenty out there right now. The market hates uncertainty. Can't say I care for it either. But I'll have no truck with the ambition deficient. Respected subordinates, spare me no gumption, and we will all thrive. There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of goods.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bets are on Ormsby. She's the more predacious of the two. Quite an effective little front stabber.
Taste and meal you can imagine, plus a few more that you can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for.
From pop guns to self-propelled cannons, I have whatever size weaponry
Can't
you
tell the
need
difference
to make
between
all your
cover and
problems
concealment?
past tense.
Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating you.
Which do you like invading more? The Protectorate or the Order?
All that Protectorate EA saying is downright unnerving, but at least they don't worship numbers or some such.
I never know what either of them are saying half the time.
Appreciate you handling our dirty work.
Management's paying you. Worth it.
Professional hunters to run a petting zoo. Acquire and exploit the local faunas like it's your life's work. I get it. Between the risks of aggressive arrivals and the actions of maverick freelancers,
Approaching station. Head office
right
tower.
now. The market hates uncertainty. Can't say I care for it either. But I'll have no trouble with the ambition deficient. Respected subordinates, spare me no gumption. And I promise we will all thrive. There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products.
Now entering an executive office environment. Please attempt some semblance of professional decorum.
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest. And as such, I've informed them there's no need. I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. I felt we were making real progress, notwithstanding a subsection or two. While making our expeditious retreat from the station, Alden and I encountered a dying man, one of the Order radicals in league with our would-be assassin DeVries. He confessed DeVries' entire plan and that he thought you must have stopped her. Thanks for that, by the way. 2 dead delegates really would have impeded negotiations. In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's Choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk. With Auntie's Choice as its partner, the Order need no longer concern itself with the vulgarity of production, and can instead focus on experimentation and progress. Yes! All Auntie's Choice requires is the ability to package, market, and sell its inventions, first to Arcadia, and then to the larger galaxy once this rift business is resolved. I assure you, Auntie's Choice will maintain a very laissez-faire approach into Order business. Let's just say the Order and Auntie's Choice speak a shared language. Numbers. Any reticence can be overcome if the math is attractive enough. If they partner with us, it's only a matter of time before they come to see that profits are a more tangible proof of progress than those unquantifiable theories they get lost in. To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers together or something. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations. Imagine the benefits of having both the Order and Auntie's Choice at your back when facing down the Protectorate. That's a rarity money cannot buy. And there's always the moral incentive to consider, I suppose. Ending the conflict between Auntie's Choice and the Order means less lives lost. Gap Capital. As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs, improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. Oh, and you might see about improving your oratory skills in the meantime. Persuasive rhetoric will certainly be valuable during the upcoming negotiations. Certainly. Oh, answering that would come dangerously close to upward communication, which is not something we advocate in Auntie's Choice. Wouldn't want the junior ranks getting the idea that they can review or, law forbid, critique their seniors. Suffice to say, Auntie Cleo is without peer, quite literally. This corporation would be adrift without her as our steady bellwether. Aren't you adorable? Next, you'll be asking me to name a time I overcame adversity in the workplace. What is anyone apart from the function they perform? To wit, I am my job, and I rather think such an esteemed position speaks for itself. If price matters, there's the bottom runger. Dingy little watering hole on the Esplanade. Not glamorous, but you won't contract anything fatal from the drinks there. Probably. But for a person of means and taste, the best choice is undeniably the finest gin mill on board. They tried to name a drink after me once, you know, but I refused. Too gauche. You'll find the best choice in the upper portion of the promenade.
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of your lifetime awaits. Auntie's Choice is hiring. Daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in Ida, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. Idas help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results. That's right, a life filled with action, adventure, riches, and romance awaits. Being an Ida will see all of your fantastical dreams come true. Now, if you'll just exit through to your left, 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting to speak with you. And remember, Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack offers our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets in one convenient package for an additional price.
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. The moment you decided you wanted more from your life, when you realized that Arcadia was an opportunity to forget what was before and join the winning team. My team.
We assume you know a good deal when you see it. At Auntie's Choice, we know how to get things done. If your agenda lines up with our own, expect it completed in no time.
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen. The kind that changes everything. The kind that turns our universal brand into the brand of the universe! We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Wonderful! This is the kind of wily adventure and self-determinism you will absolutely not regret. Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having, something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
Striking? You're saying they're about to turn violent?
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural step. Who do they intend to strike? Us?
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities Auntie's given them to repay us like this, I'm so disappointed.
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes. Negotiate. As in, give in to some of their demands. Won't that set a terrible precedent for others?
No, Ursula, it won't, because we won't be the ones doing it. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability. No, you misunderstand my meaning. Deniability doesn't mean we hide behind you. It means you may act outside the fundamental tenets of Auntie's Choice society.
But you, who are not officially an Auntie's Choice employee, can do whatever you want. Anyone asks about our involvement, and we can disavow it.
Wonderful! You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
Well, hello again. I had...
Because they've definitely come back just to see you.
Not as such, no. That's why we are entrusting you to resolve the situation for us.
This, work stoppage business is positively unheard of. Workers asking for things, making demands even. I wouldn't suggest giving them too much leeway before demanding they return to the line. Sets a bad precedent. Anyhow, don't let us keep you.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's choice.
No fewer than 6 critical blood force. In last week's contest between the easy heel. We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 100% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's Choice. An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter with Auntie's Choice.
Sorry. Time is bits. Bits is time. Or are, that is.
Hey, mister, any bits to spare? Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
Why, looky here. It's our contractor-to-be. I see you got her message. Glad you followed up. Now, the question is, are you just here to work an angle, or are you moved by our plight? That'll work too. Whatever got you to our doorstep. Crate room. Allow me to summarize. We, the middle managers of the ACS Undisputed Claim, are over being passed over. See, us in middle management, we get none of the credit, all of the blame. Catch hell coming and going, with nary a promotion or raise in sight. Well, we've had it. We pulled our funds to hire a maverick outsider like yourself, to collect useful information on 3 local persons of interest, to help us climb the ladder. See? Can't say no to that. We tailored our pitch right to one such as yourself, or a reasonable facsimile thereof. First person is Melquiades Alcantara, proprietor of the Bottom Runger. Came up with this new drink, the Raptidon Bite. Everyone's dying to try it. We want the secret recipe. The second is an unnamed individual. Shows up at the Esplanade every day with a mop and an armed escort. What's his story? What does he know?
And why is he always waving at everybody? And smiling, too.
Head back here when you're done with them two. The third target we'll talk about after. Sort of a controversial figure around here. Consider him a concern for later. Anything else? That's what we want to find out. And that whole smiling business, anybody that's secure in their place here has to have dirt on somebody. Something that we could capitalize on. Oh, nothing so mundane. Alcantara's cornered the market with an innovative concept. Our grand vision is... Okay, wait for it. Now he's done all the work, steal his idea. Wonderful, wonderful. Let me just say that we're all so looking forward to working with you. We can't wait to benefit from the fruit of your efforts. See, everybody? Things are looking up already. Upper middle management, here we come.
Have a profitable day.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
Any progress? Well, as it says in the Middle Management Handbook, if you're...
I'll have you know my panhandling license is completely up to date.
The first of many rivals, but that original goal remains. Goals. Yes, we strive to
What I wouldn't give for a big bowl of... Got something that needs doing, Commander?
throughout the galaxy, but so
Commander, over here. Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in, Might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind, and the other's got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me? Suppose I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed him. But I weren't under any presumptions that our friendship would last the moment our unit was dissolved, or we otherwise parted ways. If something's wrong, I ain't in any position to fix it. True. Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Oh, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. But I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you're doing is, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me? I don't even know how to answer that. I thought I might be able to see him again when all this was over, but I can't. All I can think to do now is get moving. Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Commander.
Marisol Delgado has been added to the ship roster and has claimed her quarters. This unit has also been informed by Agent Delgado that she is not to be disturbed while resting unless the ship is on fire, and even then, only if it nears my quarters. This unit is available to answer any queries. Which member of the Incognito would you like assessed? Agent Ibarra has resumed regular exercise and no longer requires hourly provocation to move. These are all strong indicators of improved mental health. Verbal reminders were supplied, followed by non-penetrative nudging. Agent Ibarra's lack of motion was becoming a cause for concern. However, this unit maintains full confidence in his resiliency and current combat readiness. Grafts are known to cause pain and discomfort due to dry, flaky skin and restricted blood flow, among other issues. While Trooper Seelong has declined this unit's offer of therapeutic palpation, she has allowed for a humidifier to be installed in her quarters. For now, Trooper Seelong's overall health outcome remains uncertain. Continued monitoring is advised. Arbiter Rao shows a ready commitment to serving Arcadia. However, his loyalty to you is still under assessment. If forced to choose between this crew and the Protectorate, there is a higher than average chance he will defy you, Commander. Under such circumstances, this unit advises inflicting damage to his knees first to reduce mobility. Agent Delgado has asked that this unit not provide unauthorized updates on her aptitude or well-being. She instead requests that anyone wishing to form an opinion of her speak with her directly and within striking distance. Agent Delgado has also asked that the following addendum be provided. That last portion was a joke, to some degree. Multiple warnings have been issued to Deputy Agent Leitinger regarding knife safety, and all have gone ignored. This unit is ready to answer any...
Trinicular, arriving any moment now.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% whole.
Hey, we could use more go-getters like you.
Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable...
Thank you for your customer service, contractor.
If you're here from Melquiades Alcantara, afraid you're a mite bit late.
Demoted from his unnamed and clearly unimportant position within experimental operations. Welcome to your new role as site sanitation doc. Next, we have Reginald Oswald in proprietary insight acquisition, demoted for playing confidential logs in
Get you something?
public toilet. Not what I mean when I encourage working on the
I know one. Valo Andrews, owner of the Best Choice. Wasn't too keen on our success. Melquiades said she's meaner than a bag of raptidons. I'll miss his wit. The only way I'd ever make it in that place is crawling through a vent. Some of us have pride. More's the...
that I was, quote, long in the tooth and short on ideas.
Go on. You're clear to saunter freely.
Consume with Auntie's Choice.
Worst comestibles! Worst comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
Don't work too hard now. You'll make us look bad. Close enough.
Do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match.
Hey! Didn't you hear me growl in a discouraging manner? The first testee ain't to be disturbed.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm gonna, converserate a little. Just wait over there for me or something.
As you wish. Retreating to hover at a respectful distance.
Sorry, they get a mite carried away most times. Oh, that. Yeah. Wish they wouldn't say that. Ain't accustomed to fancy titles. Don't mind them. They're here to make sure nothing happens. To me, that is. On account of being a close personal friend of Auntie Cleo. It's all a bit much, to be honest. But I guess it's like Auntie always says. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing completely. She don't go by that no more. Guess I'm still not used to calling her Auntie. Auntie. There, maybe that'll do it. Anyhow, probably shouldn't just mull about here engaging in idle talk. If she saw me, she'd probably chide me for being overly friendly with everyone, like she used to.
Enough of that. You ain't idling, you're networking, expanding business opportunities. That's my go-to line anyway.
Oh, guess I was at that, huh? Thanks. Like your arm, by the way. Mine are just boring metal.
Oh, it saves me from small talk, mostly. Ain't many folk who aren't put off by the limb and avoid me entirely, if I'm honest.
scrappage. Anti-Cleos was specifically founded to fight what nature inflicts, to offer higher quality.
Oh, wait. You know, I've seen people around here, and often, like really often, they go to a place like the saloon together, you know, to chat. Well, I reckon I could do that. With you, I mean. Hey, stay here, will you? Me and my new friend here, we're just going over there, to the bottom runger, to talk.
Staying put, but keeping alert as if our jobs and our lives depended on it.
We do so knowing you persist, well fortified by our products. Subscribe, thrive, survive, arrive, armed with...
You're the maverick freelancer from the wireless! Baba!
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
When are you going to have a sale?
My dear child, every day is a sale at Auntie's Choice.
Yes, you heard that right. Every day is a sale when you're shopping for the best products at the lowest prices. Auntie knows you want to spend your bits on the best things that money can buy. So she made sure every Auntie's Choice product is on sale for the lowest price that she can afford.
Right, so how does this all work exactly? They bring you a drink, and then people just conversate?
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation.
Well, wow. Well, is that right? I'm pretty good at that, I guess. Not sure I ever talked about anything important my whole life, though. Ah, this seat looks really comfortable. Oh, I'll stand. Honestly, it's a real pleasure to be here. Me in an actual saloon with someone to talk to, I mean. So, you want to start?
I'm Jean Turcotile, sixth base person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings. I cleave Spacer's chosen.
Few years, maybe. Hail from Argos originally. Auntie and I both do. Kind of far from here, I think. Had everything. Mining, a garbage pile, sprats, slums, more mining, the works.
Don't take over this! Right back at you. I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this.
I always thought that, but just not out loud like that. Like sometimes when I'm cleaning this place, I find a bit or a timepiece or a half-eaten Sprat crisp bag. I turn them in just in case someone's looking for them, which earns me some weird looks. But I figure that's not trash to somebody who needs it. The way I came up, those are treasures.
Starting with product development, the borscht loaf and butter.
The first part I'm iffy on. Auntie's Choice all got sent to a mining place. People hated it, but seemed no worse than where we came from to me. Then everyone started fighting. Next thing I knew, Auntie was in charge. Then we were on a ship a while before getting here. I'm not sure how I got to come along. Maybe Auntie had it sorted, being in charge and all. Eventually, I asked for something to do. I got a note, said pick any job on the ship. I chose this one. Folks back there said they had to guard me. That's the short version.
They're working on. Don't worry about it. All I know is their department alone is responsible for a 28% increase in our entire operational budget for the
You
next...
think so? Huh. I just thought it was because we've been friends for ever now. We look out for each other, you know, from afar. Reckon that's an ample amount of small talk, huh? What other sort of stuff you want to talk about? The weather, maybe?
Unorthodox? Well, no, not really. But I get results.
Sure was determined. I'll tell you what. Made her own healing grease in a rusty old can of Spacer's chaw. Got one of them entry science jobs at Auntie Cleo. You know, the corporation, not the person. Was a whole different person back then, if you can believe it. Started scaling the corporate ladder right quick. Weren't too long before she left the colony completely.
System's glorious efficacy. While the protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to...
You think? I'd sure like to think so. Not that I'd want her to feel bad or sad or nothing.
We skip the frivolously lengthy approval process.
Oh, Felicity. Felicity Carroll. Dr. Felicity Carroll, eventually. So guess she's Dr. Auntie Cleo now, technically, if that's how that works. She came to be lead scientist of research and development at Numa Experimental Station. I knew her when she was just Felicity, back in the good old days, when the company still did, you know, human testing first, instead of just letting stuff willy-nilly out into the wild like now. I was her best test subject.
Well suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about.
Well, I guess she remembers, huh? And now you do too, so, like, 3 alive folks out of everybody. Guess that makes us kind of special, don't it? Rarefied company. Oh, you got me reminiscing something fierce. Did I mention she and I shared an expired chum bar once? Good times.
Wait, you mean to say Auntie's eaten expired rations and shared them? Whoa, she's just like us.
Maybe I can remember other important things like that. I'll sure try. You know, this is nice. Talking like this is much better than when the other person just ambles off like they never heard you.
An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. A life that's sweeter with Auntie's choice.
That's not exactly something I've been privy to, you know, per se. All I know is Auntie's has been around a lot longer than I have, and there's always been an Auntie. Can't see anyone else coming after my Auntie, though. Wouldn't imagine she'd allow it. But I don't know. Maybe the job ain't cracked up like it seems.
Excessive corporate malfeasance. The only division that earns us less when they work more. Ease off the throttle, gang. Won't be any malfeasance.
Well, thanks. I don't rightly know how that would have any bearing on it, but I sure appreciate the sentiment.
14% in net gross.
All I know is one day, Felicity said she was up for a promotion to be Auntie. Said it was an idea that went through every generation or some such. Auntie, she told me once she needed to climb to the top no matter what, but that she was real sorry about the people she had to step on to get there, though.
It's your life's work. I get it. Between the rifts of aggressive rivals and the actions of maverick freelancers, there's a lot of volatility out there right now.
You know what? You might have the right of it. I never thought of it like that before. It just made me sad because she was so sad. That might be all I want to talk about. The rest makes me, You ever have this empty falling feel? You know, in your chest? Like that, I guess. I don't know, would hate to be rude. You come out with me and all.
To shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of goods for every budget, from the most extravagant to the most big-minded of customers. We have
No, there's stuff I can't say things about. Not to somebody I just met for now, I reckon. Sorry. You know what? I haven't felt this springy inside since Fel and I worked the garbage pile in Argos. Like, less bad. Maybe good, even.
Parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice or its subsidiary. The eating of said parasite absolves Auntie's Choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
Auntie's Choice Society is based upon, not because we worship bits, but because...
Have a profitable day. You're back. Since you see fit to continue with, you ain't soiling our fine establishment with your presence. Think I made that real clear.
All right. I'll grant that was passingly clever. I suppose I can make an exception just...
There it is. I wondered what flavor of shakedown she was cooking up.
Sure, you...
Ooh, bet they charge 20 bits a bottle here.
Yes, what is it? I'm very busy, and I can't spare the time for... Wait a moment. My old compatriot from Paradise Island! What a pleasure it is to see you again. Much has changed since our last encounter. I'm now Deputy Managing Director of Persons Manipulation for all of Auntie's Choice. It's all thanks to you and the information on mental refreshment that you retrieved me. Now even the most stubborn non-consumers can be reoriented, whether or not they desire it. Babylon Carr? I'd nearly forgotten the name. She's yet languishing in Fairfield. Such a shame. Her ruthless battlefield efficiency didn't get her as far as she'd hoped. I hope you'll excuse me. Many people to see, meetings to attend, bits to make. If only I could refresh my superiors, this would all be so much simpler. Kidding. Merely kidding. I would never misuse this wondrous technique. Not until it's perfected. May we meet another time? You're still here? I mean, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you...
Everyone has their little hunch about which new product line will sell the most, but I say you need to ask the common bottom runger consumer. Don't you agree?
Oh, yes.
See? They're letting in anyone now. Have an issue with the service? She's in her office. Door to your right. Oh, don't we all? Oh, say it isn't so.
What are you doing back here? No one's allowed. Who left that door unlocked? What are you even doing in my bar? Someone will be fired over this. Then, once they reach the nadir of their sorrows, rehired, only that I may fire them again. And I don't know what you think you're seeing here, but ignore all this. What? All this? Furtive mixing of cocktails is simply how I relieve stress in a productive manner. It's a Raptidon bite, a unique concoction devised by Melquiades Alcantara, who was simply my dearest friend. Or was. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate passing, and before you ask, yes, I have receipts for everything. I'll let you know we work only with the most high-quality forgers. This isn't some run-of-the-mill one-bit operation. The best choice is the Spectrum Violet of the Esplanade. Our patrons pay well to stake their claim as the most VIP of the VIP. Now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir, our clientele no longer have reason to stray. Fine. If you cover my efforts and expenses, the recipe's yours. Our patrons are returning already anyhow. I'm not admitting to anything, though. Come back when you do.
What now? Oh.
What are you doing back? And I don't know what you think you're seeing here, but ignore all this. Why, yes. Yes, I am. Not sure. It's a Raptidon. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate passing, and before you ask, yes, I have receipts for every... No. Now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir, our clientele... What are you doing? And I don't know what you think you're seeing here, but it's a Raptidon bite. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate... As if I don't know how to scour a crime scene. This isn't some run-of-the... Now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir, our clientele no longer have reason to stray. Fine. If you cover my efforts and time for you...
Hey, we gotta talk about all the killing you've done. Specifically of my... I understand that things might come up, give you no choice. But for all they've done, these folk are still mine. If we can avoid bloodshed, we should. Better think hard about what... Just don't put me in this spot.
Wait, what? When did... How did you get in there? I'm giving your description to the proper authorities and reporting on you to our upper mid-upper tier retail association. Now please, go anywhere else so that I can tend to the actual patrons worthy.
Thing of le-
Tramicular, arriving.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glory.
Purple berry product samples! Purple berry product samples!
What did subjects get? We respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously process.
Wait, what? When did... How did you get in there? I'm giving your description to the proper authorities and reporting on you to our upper tier retail association.
What are you doing? And I don't know what you think you're seeing here, but ignore why. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate passing, and before you ask, yes, I have receipts for everything. I'll let you know. This is now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir. Our clientele, fine. If you cover my time for.
Takes all sorts.
What now? See that you do?
Now, please, go
freedom of choice. You
Hey, need something?
Trinicular. Arriving any moment now. Approaching station.
Hey, mister, any bits to spare? Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.